Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're going to be picking up the fort where I left it off. Actually, right now, I'm seriously thinking about doing another game, like for the longer videos. I don't know how to say it. I really enjoy RimWorld from a storytelling perspective, but I've got to kind of tinker on something because I really actually have this idea in my head and I don't want to just rush it. I know it's a bit of a bummer. So I'm thinking I might do a little bit of middle ground. We'll see. I'm not anything in here. I'm just, it's been a while since I made a recording. It's been a while since I put together anything. And the first thing that pops into my head is this. Yeah. It's great, right? Anyway, This fort, see, now I just want to do new forts. This is kind of the problem. Yes, there is a lot of filler content on these things, and there's not a lot of ways to get around it. I don't know how to say it. I enjoy doing these kind of things. I think it's really interesting. But I mean, for the energy and the effort, I just question the relevance. I think I could do a longer form video for something more engaging, something more interesting, and something more meaningful. I think that's the right word, meaningful, for other people, rather than doing just this. RimWorld, I mean. So I'm potentially looking at basically turning my short RimWorlds into, I don't know. I'm not going to stop doing the short RimWorlds. I really enjoy them. That's not what I'm saying at all. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm looking at the relationships between this person and this person. This is the point in the game where I just was like, you know what? Why the freaking crap is everyone related to everyone else? And, yeah. Seriously, it's like living in a soap opera bubble. I'm in Star Wars. A person crashes onto the planet, and sure enough, they're all related. Ah! How? Anyway, yeah. Again, I'm not talking about the shorts. I'm talking about the long form video here. I'm just looking at this and I'm just as much. The orbital trade beacon. As much as I enjoy this content, as much as I enjoy what I'm doing, I really don't feel like I ever used the trade beacon very well. Just gonna go on a tangent real fast. I feel like I have never used it ever. Now I want to. But anyway, yeah, see, I'm taking care of these stupid muffalos. They are like a plague upon my level. They give a lot of wool, which is nice. But now I actually realized you can get cotton without modding the game. Yeah. I'm not exactly proud of that statement. To be honest, I'm kind of unproud of that statement. Realizing you can just grow your own cotton. Yeah. It was one of those okay, yeah, I've been doing this the hard way. I'm not actually joking. I was researching at one point Devil's Strand just so I could get clothing reliably. And Devil's Strand is so valuable, it aggroes everything. And yeah, that was not a very good result. So yeah, now I'm completely 100% disinterested in pack animals to finish this thing. There is absolutely no value to them. Use cotton, grow cotton. When you need it, you can use a similar method as what I'm doing right here. Yes, you turn off the zone, and the crop grows. And when it's full grown, you can harvest it if you want to harvest it. You can leave it if it doesn't freeze. If it freezes, you need to get rid of the crops, otherwise they die. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing that'll wipe out the crops. If the developers ever listen to this, they should not let that. Why did I kill that rabbit? Man, that was brutal. Am I short on food? I don't know if I'd say I'm short on food, but I am definitely not full of food. Anyway, I'm just mentioning all of this because yeah, I lost my line of thought there with the rabbit. So I'm going back to the tangent about other games. I'm just trying to think of something that has a little bit more solid pacing, because this is really long, really slow, and honestly, it's I don't know what else to talk about while this is happening. Now that I've figured out some of the stuff I've figured out with RimWorld, I can control and structure this stuff way better than I realized. This has to do with the dev menu. Let's see. This video, that video isn't going to come out until Wednesday of the week this video comes out. So that's going to be actually down the line. Spoilers! Yeah, I know. My audience of 7 people who consistently watch my stuff. You are so bummed out, right, guys? I know you are. Interesting tidbit. I love animal flaps. Yeah. Animal flaps, as far as I can tell, behave perfectly like doors, except they're lighter and faster to open. So, yeah. Thus we begin Johnston. Oh, I always call her Johnson. Johnston's death spiral. Oh, poor Johnston. That character goes through a whole heck of a lot of stuff in this place. It's actually pretty entertaining, to be honest. Johnston, man, all sorts of things go wrong with Johnston, and they live for so long. It is like this continuous, ridiculously tiresome struggle to keep this character alive. And I really wish I hadn't. The only reason I got them is I was hoping they would hook up with Harper, and they never hooked up with Harper, ever. And in fact, all they did is basically make Ryder and Chase's relationship more difficult, not less. Yeah. Well, there's the dead body. Bye-bye. I really wish I had a Molotov cocktail to throw into that room. Just burn it all up. Whoosh. Corpses take forever to dispose of. I hate it. There you go. That's a useful tidbit right there. Yeah. Anyway, I think I know how to create a RimWorld fort that doesn't take me hundreds of hours to play in order to get interesting content for you guys. Reliably getting interesting content, and so I think I can actually do what I wanted to do with Dwarf Fortress, but maybe actually better on RimWorld, believe it or not. RimWorld has a lot of features that I did not know about when I first started it, and now that I know about them, from a video developing perspective, it's pretty powerful. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm mostly just rambling about it. I'm just kind of walking through some concepts because there's not a lot else to happen in the fort right now. If I could speed this up, I think I would speed it up. But honestly, the amount of editing involved is just not worth it. It really is not, especially now that I know what I know about how RimWorld works. I'm pretty sure I can do all of this much, much faster, and I can create much more interesting forts, much more interesting stories with a lot less work. I don't know if you guys realize this, but this fort, let's see, it's I played the fort, I recorded it. That's, 10 hours, 15 hours. I lost a ton of footage, to be honest. You are not seeing all of it. I don't know if you're noticing it. If you're paying attention to the fort, you would probably be noticing that some of the stuff here has changed. And you're like, hey, wait a minute, when did that happen? And that's pretty much it. Some of this stuff has changed because it has. Nothing annoys me more. Nothing annoys me more than that stupid power line on a concrete floor. I should have put it in a wall. Put your wires inside the walls so they do not burn. I really wish I had done that, and I didn't. Still upsets me. The one downside to what I'm talking about with the walls is look at all that research I got done. And by the way, I am still not generating that much threat from stuff outside my fort. I want to throw that out there real fast too. But I'm a huge fan of the agriculture aspect. It's way easier to manage than animals. But boomalopes are pretty useful. I do like boomalopes. Of all the animals that grow into a massive population, boomalopes aren't that bad until you have too many that you need to start butchering them, and then they start exploding all over the map. It's a bit of a problem. Yeah. Anyway, at this point, I'm basically just trying to make Muffalo clothes because my flow close is better. And I'm like, hopefully, a middle ground. See, I'm just like, man, I really wish I had cotton. That's all I'm thinking while watching this is like, I really wish I was using cotton instead. Cotton was a smarter move. I should have done cotton. Stupid me. But anyway, someone mentioned Randy Random. I should try Randy Random also, now that I just thought of that. Someone mentioned it in one of my videos, and honestly, I maybe would prefer Randy Random over the other AIs. I'm either going to be turning the AI off almost completely, or doing Randy Random, because the regular AI, the pacing is just too slow, like way too slow. I don't mind. I don't mind stuff happening, good or bad. I don't mind, honestly. Like, that's why I'm just thinking about Randy Random. Because, I mean, it's just like, man, I wait and wait and wait. Look how much time has passed. Nothing is happening. And I mean nothing. No new people, no nothing. This just awful. From like a, presentation, storytelling perspective, this is awful. It's a good fort. It's reliable. I don't mind it. Like, honestly, I wish I'd done the kill box better. That's about the only thing I have to say here. I am interested in a singularity kill box, whatever that is. I didn't see anything on quickly, so I'm gonna have to actually do a Google search to find it. Stupid Boomalope, I hate you. Yeah, there we go. And I get rid of the walls. Yeah. Because I ran out of stone, by the way. That is like one of the biggest things that kind of annoys me. Like, I really wish you could just pick one stone and build with one stone and never have to worry about changing stones. That's another little, it really just kind of irritates me. It's not a huge deal, but, I really wish the game came with a click and get, XYZ. Like, I want to just build this wall out of stone, please. Or I just want to build this wall out of anything. Yes, I don't care what I'm building it out of. I just want a wall real fast. I really wish they had that option, as the top option instead of these things. Yes, that way you could literally just click it and be like, okay, I want a stone floor. And if you really want to care about a specific type of stone, then you can later. That's my kill box. It did decently well. It is not my best kill box to date. As I'm looking back on this video, I'm pretty sure what I'm dealing with in this game, what's causing me problems, is I build too many doors on all this stuff. So the animals, I got the animals because I was thinking at this point of going on a caravan. Yes, I'd be like, and I don't know if there's a good, see, here's another one. I don't know if stone barricades is a difference from non-stone barricades. I do not know if one is better and one is worse. But anyway, at this point, I'd already planned on having traveled to other cities and sold stuff, namely my muffalos, to be honest. I was thinking, you could just bring a caravan of muffalos cheaply and then sell the muffalos and make a good profit. And, whoop, there's the jump. Yay, more footage lost. The walls, yeah. But you see, you guys, while that's not the best cut ever, I'm sure you guys are going to really care about not watching me build all of that stuff. And this is kind of the point. As I'm doing all of this, I'm like, I know more about the game now, and I can really speed up all of the boring stuff and give it more fun and more energy and more pacing. I really do. I really should try Randy Random first, now that I'm thinking about it. Because honestly, Randy Random, if it really is, random, I don't care what event happens. See, that's a psychic drone. Oh, boy. I don't know if that was ever a big deal. I think in the old game, way back when I first played this, that would have been I have no idea what version that was, to be honest. I was one of the early people to get in on RimWorld. Let me just say it that way. I was a long time ago. Anyway, back then, I'm pretty sure tantrum spirals was like a pretty big deal, and it happened a lot. But now you have catharsis. See, her dad died. She's all sad because her dad died, but she had to cry about it. Oh, and then she failed to rescue Sergio. She had so many things go wrong in this segment, and you missed it. Because after her father dies, yeah, so she's like all like negative and despair about that. Then a person named Sergio shows up on the map, like he's a traitor or something, and he gets eaten by, I don't know, it's something at the bottom of the map. I didn't even know he was on the map, and he was already dead. It was one of those situations. It's like, hey, I'm here. I'm dead. And it was like, wait, what happened? And then I found out he like got eaten by something at some point. See, this is me experimenting with a thing. People said you could use stockpiles to dump blocks to slow down the enemies. And it kind of works. The enemy really does not like going through walls. And this is a pretty abusable mechanic, to be honest. It's not the most fun. Honestly, if I had to pick a problem with Dwarf Fortress, I'd pick walls being completely indestructible as the biggest issue, because you can do all sorts of crap to basically string the enemy along and keep them wandering in circles, which, of course, makes the game less fun, right? I think it does. And I think that's a pretty accurate statement, like less fun. I mean... But I mean, this is like me definitely getting a feel for what I want for kill boxes. I definitely need to improve my kill box still. Like there's, problems with this design, but I definitely like it from a orientation, design, structure, yada, yada, yada perspective. Yeah. Anyway, see, I'm just watching this video and I'm like, I can do this video so much faster now. Oh well. I really don't want to go waste the content I created, so we're just going to plug through it, and we're just going to get it done, and then we'll worry about new content and better stuff down the line in the future. So you can plant those blocks, and they slow down the enemy. Apparently, I still need to look at this. What is that called? I forgot the name already. Singularity Killbox, which is simple and effective. Apparently, according to one person. I have not built one, obviously. I'm definitely of the opinion, like, you should break down this entire map into segments and sections, because the enemy does not like going through walls and doors at all. The way I set this up was too few doors. Way too few. I should have done more doors. I should have had the ability to go in and out different directions. But what I was trying to do is just trying to create basically a bubble, a terrarium, where my people live inside it and they are safe as long as they are inside it. And it never really worked that way. Ever. Whoa, do they run faster on the pavement? I do believe they do. How interesting. Huh, I didn't notice that when I was playing. But again, proof of concept, building the fort this way, very boring, very slow, very uninteresting. This is a very high difficulty, guys. I have to stress it again. But I mean, as long as you avoid generating that precious wealth, the game doesn't ever anything. Gun turrets, yay! Now I'm getting ready to start building power plant, because I'm like, we'll go ahead and move to gun turrets, and they do a good job for a very long time. It's actually not what causes my fort to fall eventually. I would design the gun turrets differently, as a side note, as an addendum. Ooh, I could use the blocks to do that. Would that work? I'd have to figure that out. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something. I also wish I'd done 7x7, not 6x6. Just to be clear here, too. Because why not? Poor Johnston. Her final straw wasn't her father dying. No, it was her friend. Yeah, that shows you where her father rates. Oh, yeah. This is what I hate. See, I'm looking for these people. I'm like, where are they? And they're way the crap over there cleaning this stupid animal pen. So much energy, so much resource being wasted on something absolutely freaking useless. So freaking annoying. I mean, it is just so annoying. Baiting, by the way, I do know there is a mechanic called baiting. That's pretty much Dwarf Fortress as far as I can tell. Apparently you can build furniture and AI will attack furniture, which sounds really stupid when I say it. But I mean, considering a lot of this is really similar to Dwarf Fortress. Like, if you know Dwarf Fortress's Building Destroyer, the buildings that the Building Destroyer destroys are more akin to furniture or workshops than anything else. They're not really buildings. And that kind of makes sense from that perspective. So I know about that, if that's involved in a singularity, the idea of building a thing to lure the enemies into a central location where they can't defend themselves, and you basically just wipe the floor with them. I am really tempted, like, if I had to design a kill box right now, okay, still haven't looked at your singularity thing. If I had to build a kill box right now, what I would be doing is building kind of a swastika shape. Yes? 4 spiraling arms heading towards a central point. And at that central point, you have a table or whatever will successfully draw the enemy. And then around it, you just put a bunch of wood spike traps. Not the most exciting thing, but I'm pretty sure it would kill almost every single threat in this game. I love wood spike traps right now. I suppose I would switch out to jade spike traps if I'm like really doing well and I'm tired of using wood for some reason. But wood is extremely renewable because you can just plant it. Again, almost everything I'm doing is planting, and planting. You need a lot of space, yes, but that's it. You don't need that much space. And this is really kind of an issue. You really don't. See, I'm just like, get rid of all those zones. Yeah, time to clean up zones. They just waste energy. They really do. It is one of those things. Like, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be a little touched up on if the developers ever get around to something like that. The way the zone mechanic works is a little clumsy. But let's see. Oh, this is April, May. So this would be a couple months after, and I have a pen full of Muffalo. Yes, so what? That's been 2 months. And I've had, 4 babies? 6 babies? I don't know. I didn't count right there. But it's a lot more than they would if they were real animals. Because I'm pretty sure something the size of the Muffalo will not be having multiple litters per season. I'm like, okay, time to harvest some food. Bloop. And that's all you do. And then it regrows the home zone, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. Fresh food, easily maintained, easily handled. I have no complaints. It's very low energy, very low effort. It does not, destroying the growing zone does not prevent it from getting diseases. It can still get diseases, annoyingly. However, it's also like better than nothing, because honestly, you don't want to harvest it unless you are 100% certain the crop is going to die. Like if it's the end of the year and you're getting ready for winter and you just have to make sure you have enough food to get through winter, yes, you want to harvest the crop. You don't want to just leave it lying outside. And corn is better for that than nothing. But I mean, if it gets really cold, you can theoretically just store the food outside and it won't perish, which is also actually pretty easy to manage. Just an FYI. Yes, you set up a zone where it can hold one stack inside, and that has a higher value than the stack outside, which is stored in the cold and freezes. Why is it paused? Is it paused? Yeah, it is. Why is it paused? Anyway, we're just going to keep talking. I don't know why it's paused. I feel like this is going to go to the end here. I'm going to speed it up from my perspective. Yeah. All right, we're going to stop here, guys. I didn't get that. I'm going to trim off the video a little there. We'll pick it back up next time. See you all later.